in like ending of elementary school and going into middle school, we lived with another family. And I don't know, I was young, so I didn't really think of it in a bad way. I thought it was like a fun new experience.
I grew up in Altadena. I went to Franklin Elementary. Where there is a lot of people with like similar situations when I was in school, but I would say there's more than a few people who like were well off. Like you can tell like the difference between like every person in the class. Like there's a lot of people who had like, well, let's just say like the big crayon boxes, and then you would probably only have like a half crayon that you would share. Uh, so you would have all those, and then maybe for some people they would have like a whole pencil box, where you would only have like two pencils or like a lead pencil that you would carry around every day.
I think it didn't so much affect me, but I saw in my sister who's 3 years older than me. So at the time she was like in eighth grade. And when we needed to start paying for like her eighth grade activities, I remember I just remember at first she couldn't go to any. And I didn't really understand why. And then she told me, she was like, or we don't have enough money. And then she explained to me that's the whole reason why we're living with other people, is because we don't have enough money. So
It was mainly the little things, but from what I remember back then, I didn't really I never really realized it until like growing up, like later on. Like now, like back then I was happy. It didn't affect me as much. I was always like I would be the same as like the kids who had stuff, who were well off. I would act the same, be the same. I would get along with them. But now, as I'm growing up, I'm acknowledging it more and more, because now I guess when you're older, it's more prominent the way like people have more stuff.
definitely, yeah. So like fifth grade wasn't so much recognizing that, but in sixth grade, being more aware that or after my sister told me, knowing that we kind of weren't in the same financial standing as anybody else, I began to look at myself differently compared to my friend group.
Me personally, no. I was always fine with, even now. Well, back then I never noticed it, so I was perfectly fine. I would be probably happier than someone who was well off.
So definitely clothing was a thing. I remember I used to wear this one pair of Converse till they broke down. But I remember middle school is when people are coming into their own style. And I didn't pay any mind to it because I really liked those Converse until my friends and even the security guard kind of would give a second look because of how kind of broken down my shoes were.
So a lot of people would be like, "Oh, let me follow you or something," and I wouldn't have anything to show for it, because I didn't have any social media or nothing, which is a blessing at the time. I would be mad at the moment, but my parents would work hard when I didn't even notice. They would work hard to get me for what I wanted. I wanted to get an Xbox, and I got an Xbox, and I was like, "Oh, thank you," but I never really realized.
Just power through. You're not alone. I didn't talk to many people about it because it was something I was ashamed about. But if you, for a second, kind of just look out, knowing what you're going through, I think you can see signs in other people that they might be going through the same. So just know that you're not alone in this.
I would tell them to, whatever your situation is, just remember there's always someone that has less than you. I wasn't well off, but I definitely had more than others sometimes. I had a house to live, I had water, I had food every day. I was able to relax and not have to worry about going to work.
Any last words? Any parting words?
Stay happy.